We are going to completely remodel my hunting cabin. Look what we got dangling here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is early in the morning. Sun isn't even up. We are at the ranch cabin ready to get stuff done. We've got a brand new roof going on today. I have not been here. I've been out of town. I haven't been here for a few days and stuff has been getting done. We filmed some of it didn't get filmed, but we are going to give you guys a full-on recap and update, and we're going to keep chugging along. We got a whole bunch done, as you guys have been watching. We got the siding done. We got some stuff with the barn done. And today, we are getting a new roof. BeefCake Construction's not going to put on the new roof because, well, it would probably leak. So the roof is ready to be sheeted with some tin. We've got some local beauties coming out. They're going to come help. BeefCake Construction is going to help with this situation, which is the backfilling. Now, we have the skirting there, which is at a 2x12. So this stuff got put on a few days ago by Papa Beefcake and Nate, and they got all that on. And then the spray foam guy came, and he spray foamed the whole thing underneath it. We'll take you guys inside. They spray foamed inside as well. So we're going to come and we're going to take this dirt and we're going to grade this thing out. We're going to try to make this look more like a yard. Now these rocks are going to make it a little bit difficult to make it look super nice, but that's kind of the plan, is to try to get this graded out. We still have a decent sized trash pile here that we got to try to get rid of. The dump trailer is about halfway full, so we can fill a little bit more up. There's the concrete and dirt pile here that needs to be taken care of, but you can see the skirting all the way through here has been all put on. It's done. It is ready to go. There's not a ton else that really got done while I was gone. The inside, the electrical got done, the plumbing got done, which again isn't probably super overly interesting to you guys, but it did get done. And then the spray foam guy came in and he spray foamed the inside. So this thing's insulated. And it's nice and cool in here because we got that. So yeah, look at this. It is fully insulated. The entire thing, it's ready to go. Insulation got sprayed. This whole thing is spray foamed. And forgot the shower. The shower got put in right here. So probably
big shower.
Yeah, I mean that'll do.
It's a big old shower.
Banjo will be nice and clean.
Oh yeah, no stinky banjo.
No more stinky banjo. So
they put a little vent
too. The vent there. They got the electrical done. So I know I apologize. A lot of stuff got done off camera. I was out of town. And I was like, I can't slow this project down. I want to be here for all of it. I want BeefCake Construction to be a part of all of it. I get it. I want to be a part of it too. But we have to get this thing done for dove season. And the clock is ticking. We're like 2 weeks or less, really, before we have this thing done. And I don't know if it's going to happen in 2 weeks. 2 weeks might be a little bit tough. But, I mean, they got all the electrical done. They got a new box in here. I know the lighting's a little bit tough, but new wiring. I mean, Romex throughout the entire thing. It's all spider webbed around, and the plumbing got done. This is where the cooktop's going to be, so that's that orange wire there. I mean, all the receptacles are put in, all the light switches are put in, all of the wiring for the cam lighting is put in. The dormers are ready to have a window. This is the bunk room.
Now you can see these.
Yep, so we're going to have bunk beds up here, but we put outlets up high so the guy on the top bunk can plug in and charge his phones. We've been thinking, but other than that, I mean, it has come a long ways since episode 1 of this thing, if you guys have been following. But that's pretty much the plan. We are gonna, we're gonna just kind of get BeefCake Construction stuff done, the dirt work stuff done, the stuff that's not super technical, because that's stuff we can do and not really mess up. And then, like I said, we're gonna have the roofing guys come in. They're supposed to get the roof done, and then if they have time, they're gonna try to tackle putting the tin on the shop. See, now you can understand where this is. So the shop is right there. This is gonna be pretty cool having this window here, and this is where, you see this drop we got going on here. I don't want that anymore. We need it to be like probably about right here. I think we're gonna leave a little bit here, like for a two-stepper. We'll have to get more fine-tuned eventually. But basically fill this in. So all this is spray foamed, and under this, like under the cabin, the floor, the beneath side, completely got spray foamed, and then it got spray foamed around here. So no more possum pallets. Possum are not going to be able to get in there. I mean, we've bulletproofed this thing, completely sealed it up as much as we possibly can to avoid having any more complications. I mean, we had a leaky roof, so we're literally putting on a new roof. If you guys are curious, our budget, blown. There's no way, because the roof alone is like $5-6 grand, and that was not in the budget. There's been a lot. I mean, the skirting, that doesn't look like much, but treated 2x12s are extremely expensive. I don't know what it costs, but I would imagine this is probably a $600-700 skirting job, right? The spray foam insulation, I don't know what that bill is either, but I imagine it's at least a few $1,000s. So there's, just right there, I just gave you guys about 15 G's worth of things that we didn't plan on doing, but ended up, you better just do it right. And so, although we were trying to do this on a budget, I think we're going to be happier with this at the end of the day. I mean, it's a pretty good-sized cabin. It's not tiny. It looks decent size. So I think it'll be worth it. Like I said, it's unfortunate that it's going to end up costing so much. But, hey, I did find a cooktop on Facebook Marketplace for like $250. That's like $900 retail. So where we can cut corners, we are cutting corners. With the appliances, we can cut corners and stuff like that. But, I mean, like the electrician was here for like 5 days. I don't want to know what that bill's going to cost me. So there's a lot. There is a lot to it. But again, we had to redo the electric we didn't plan to do. We had to redo the insulation, which we didn't plan to do. We had to redo the roof, which we didn't plan to do. The skirting. There's a lot we didn't plan on doing. And some of you guys might just be thinking, yep, Flair, you definitely should have just lit a match and built from scratch. And you might be right. But I think it's cooler taking the Possum Palace and turning it into this, the Beefcake Palace. I think it's cool. Like I said, would it have been smarter to just doze it and go put it down by the lake? I mean, yeah, but I would guess you'd probably be another 40, 50 G's more to get the same thing down there. I mean, we calculated to get water ran down there, electric down there, a septic tank down there, and a well down there. I mean, right there, you're talking 30 grand easily to get all that, just to get the utilities that this place already had. And then the fact that half of the structure was already here, I mean, that's got to be at least another 20 grand. So I think to take this and put it down by the lake would have been an extra 50, and I'm not sure it would be worth it. I like the location. In fact, there's deer down there all the time. We have cameras. So, you know, this is more of the hunting cabin. Maybe one day we have the ability to build some type of fishing cabin, or maybe we just put a little camper down there, or you take those little mobile cabins and drop it down there like an off-grid deal. I don't really know. All I know is this is still costing a decent amount of money, but you'll see at the end is going to be epic. So, like I said, we're waiting right now for the roofing guys. They're going to show up and they're going to start getting to work on the roof. And if you guys didn't see some of the previous episodes, we did frame in the shop and we made a little tractor hangout. It was kind of a last-second decision, and I was kind of walking around and I'm looking at it going, yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work. So I ended up taking the skid loader and getting a whole bunch of dirt out, dropping the elevation, and then building a little retaining wall. And there's a perfect little spot for a tractor. So the other thing that we're going to do today is probably do some tree clearing. So this is the tractor bay, right? So we framed all this up. So this is ready for tin. If the guys have time today, they're going to tin this, and they're going to tin this. BeefCake Construction could do it, but you're going to have professional tin guys. They know how to handle the tin really, really quickly and well. What's that? What's going on there?
How do you?
That's the whole sprocket. What's going on? I don't know what that is.
What that came off of.
That's giving her hell. So they're going to come down and tin it. They'll just be able to get it done that much faster. Like I said, they're already here. It's not probably that much more expensive once everyone's here. But, you know, there's trees that we are, well, I guess that one got trimmed. Maybe we don't need to knock that tree down. Yeah. When did that get cut? Was that recent?
I think that was Chad.
Was that Chad Daddy?
Yeah, because I don't think he could get his excavator through here down to the pond.
So we could probably leave that one. But we need to, there's some trees on the back side of this, because I made a pull around for the tractor and it's kind of tight. So we can knock that down. What do you think about this one? What are you voting on this? You like the shade tree?
That guy's got to go.
You think he's got to go?
He's just right in the way of when we're pulling in,
Yeah.
backing up trailers by the shop. It's just.
Yeah, I think he might need to go. So there's some trees there that we got to get rid of. And then I don't know if we can do it today because I forgot a chain, and I think we need a chain, but there might be a chain in there. But it would be nice to get rid of these posts. These are just the old high fence posts. And we took the wire off from the top. But these guys are, actually, they're not as sturdy as I thought. I doubt they're in concrete. They're not in concrete. There's no way. There's no way.
I think the excavator can do it.
But I think the excavator can do it. So we were talking about pulling these so that way See, you can see what we're going for here. We got the old loop. We're gonna go like this, and it's gonna go a loop all the way around. You get these posts out of here. It's just one less thing for a vehicle or a tractor or a mule to hit. So there's plenty to do. Like I said, today is gonna be, there's stuff with the cabin gonna be happening, but a lot of little stuff already just got done, and we're not gonna be working on that. We're just gonna be working around more property management. BeefCake Construction is gonna be doing the property stuff. So getting everything graded out the way that it needs to be, making this all smoothed up, looking good, so we can hopefully come in, put some topsoil down, get some grass growing back, get it seeded for the fall, so that way the spring has a decent chance of being green and lush. So that's pretty much your guys' update. Like I said, I apologize. Stuff got done without me being here. I know, but like I said, there's only so much we can do. We can't be down here every single day. I had to go down to Dallas to do the Guggen stuff, but we're back. And like I said, I think for the most part, a lot of what you guys missed wasn't super overly entertaining stuff. So now we're getting back to the entertaining stuff. You guys stay tuned. All right, backfilling is done-ish for now. It looks better. It's not amazing. You were, I think you were around the corner when I did my trick. I dumped the bucket so I could get the tracks up against the.
Oh.
Yeah, because the bucket's a little wider than the tracks, just by a little.
Big brain
So I dumped the bucket, and look how close I was able to get the tracks. See how much that compressed?
Yeah.
So we'll have to add a little bit more. But I was able to get my tracks right in here. That was whoever's idea was put that there. Actually, it was no one's idea. We didn't have a choice. But that's an awful spot for that. I can tell you that. Yeah, we'll have to. I don't know. What do you do with that?
Put a fake rock over it.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with that, but that's there. But for the most part, I mean, it's graded. I had to make sure it flowed this way. We were talking about probably putting in a French drain just to be safe, extra safe. There's not a ton of runoff, but I mean, that whole hill eventually makes it to here. So I made sure this thing sloped, and we've got the boys that are getting the roof going. They're flying. By the time I moved a couple piles of dirt, they're like, hey, what else you got? The roof's done. It's only 8 o'clock. So they're getting the sheets of tin laid up there real nice. Like I said, I got all this sloped up. So they're gonna get the roof knocked out here. We still have some trash to go through. I mean, you still have that pile. Eventually, it'll all be graded out. That concrete I'd like to get rid of as well. So we'll try to do a little bit of cleaning, like I said, then probably go knock some trees over and clear some space, and then we're gonna attempt to pull some of these poles out. I would like to find a chain of some sort. I think that's gonna be crucial. I don't know if we have anything or a strap. Honestly, even some type of ratchet strap might be strong enough. I mean, it didn't seem like it was that in the ground. But anyways, that's what we got done. What time is it? How long did that take us?
Time check.
We started at 6:30.
Yeah, it's 7:30.
1 hour. 1 hour we got.
You guys are quick.
Fourth of the roof done, and a really, really bad grading job done. So stay tuned. all right, the roof is just about done. The gentlemen are getting it wrapped up, and then hopefully we're gonna get started over there. But while they're doing that, we're just dividing and conquering. Could we go up there and help them? Yes. Would we get in their way? Absolutely. So what I decided is I've got this excavator here who he's just looking like it needs something to do. So I'm gonna attempt to grab these posts right here. I just drug it over here. These posts run around the entire property. There's like thousands of them, but they're giant steel posts. I don't know if they're concreted or not. They said they were, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna try to at least take out probably that one, this one, this one, this one. I mean, I could rip all of those out up to the trash pile. They just, I mean, what's the point of them? And we could probably use them. Maybe a new fence at the new house. Whenever we do the animal pasture, there could be new corner posts for free. I mean, they're like 8 feet tall, not including what's in the ground. So I'm guessing they're probably 10 feet at least. So you have some really sweet corner posts that are for free. I mean, they're made out of steel. So I'm gonna attempt. I'm not sure. I was kind of testing out to make sure it fit. It fits right between those teeth, which is actually ideal because then these right here goes in between here, and so it should maybe pinch that, and I can yank it out of the ground. The only thing I'm concerned about is I'm perfectly even. On the other ones, it might be tough, but I might just be able to come in like this, and then pluck, 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 and then turn and pluck, 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 and get to plucking. So, well, you guys stay tuned. No more high fence posts. Look at that. We should have done this a long time ago. This is where one of them came out, right there. So we stopped there. Doesn't really matter. We don't mow over there. It's not flat. But essentially from here to there is where we usually kind of start commuting around. And I mean, that tree's fine. Ain't a big deal. That one's not terrible either. I mean, we don't want to kill every tree. But one thing we've been talking about in the videos that you guys thought was a good idea was clearing a shooting lane from our basically living room window all the way down to this food plot that we're hopefully going to make soon. And so I thought, well, the roof guys are doing roof things. They're obviously going to do that. Like I said, we can help them, but we'll just get in their way. I'd rather divide and conquer. I can run this guy, and they can do the important stuff, like put the roof on. So maybe while they're siting it, we'll film it. But then maybe Jake and I will kind of start making an idea, and we can take this excavator, since it's already here, and blow a big shooting lane like a big shooting lane from the cabin to the food plot. So yes, the deer in the food plot will see the cabin, but they'll eventually get used to it. It's not that big of a deal. They get used to seeing the freaking huge elevated blinds anyway. So, but we got the posts. They're laid out here. This is super nice. This is now, it feels nice and open. It doesn't feel like this is divided from this anymore. We can kind of come and go as we please. It's looking pretty good. So I think next, this tree though, he's got to go. We are constantly driving around this thing. It doesn't do any good. This is all of our like parking space for all the vehicles and stuff like that. So this tree's got to go for sure. Once this tree's gone, I'm gonna probably pick them up and put them. I just realized all the logs are over there.
We moved all the logs.
Why are they moved?
I don't know.
What was the point of moving them? Why are the... All right, anyways, I guess we're gonna put our brush over it. So we'll probably take this, I'll probably take it and I'll carry it and I'll set it over there. And then we'll go and we gotta knock some trees out behind this building here, especially because they might fall down. Kind of clear that out, may even leave an opportunity for a parking space for a trailer or something that doesn't really need to be tucked away super great behind it. Or another idea could be to clear space where you gut your deer, so it's behind the building, so you're not dealing with guts and stuff like that, because we could always run a light out there. I'm sure we could take the hose, and you could run a hose to the back. So maybe that's the deal. Maybe we end up clearing it out, make just a little pad, nothing big, and then put some gravel, so that way we can gut our deer behind the shed in the woods, but it's still right next to the shed. I don't know, I just throw that on the spot right here. So either we'll clear some trees, we'll get it figured out. By that time, I bet these gentlemen are gonna be about done with the roof. They're gonna get started on the shed. We don't have the garage doors yet, and the garage door side is not framed, so they're really just gonna do the side walls, the side and the back walls, which is fine, because there's a lot of it. And while they're doing that, I think we're gonna be on land clearing duty, tree clearing duty. So stay tuned. was busy clearing shooting lanes for deer, as you guys saw. Boys, the old Beefcake Construction tin guys, they got it tinned up. Look how, I'm telling you, this is the deal. So this is, there's the retaining wall behind this. So this is you can put an ATV here, you can actually fit a mule right there, but we really didn't, this bump out wasn't designed for anything like in particular. We just figured having space under here, you could always put a shelf here. You technically could put a deer here or something, but either way, we didn't need it on the tractor side, and so we figured we might as well give it to that side. And I'll show you what this looks like on the inside now. It's really looking like a giant shop now. We took a normal size shop to a big daddy. Oh. Look at that. So this is the old tractor shed. That's where the tractor can go. We got a light up there already, ready to rock and roll.
You got to plug in right here for your trickle charger in the winter.
Yep, we plug that sucker in. Tractor parks right here, and then the boys tinned this side. But again, we didn't put the door on the back. The only reason we put the door on the back side is for height clearance, but we didn't put a door on this side. We thought about doing a wraparound. I don't think we would really use it, and garage doors aren't cheap and they're not easy to install, so that's solid. We can see, I mean, she's a big shop now, so we'll go around. We got some backfilling to do, which isn't a big deal. That was just because we had to leave the grade. I wanted to make sure the water would slope out of there, so I didn't want to have it uneven necessarily. And then from here, bam, look at where the mule is. In its own little parking spot, which you can put a mule in here, you can put a trailer in here, boat in here, and the shop would be completely empty once all of our shenanigans are out of there. And then this is all framed up for a garage door, so it'll just be kind of like a roll-up garage door like you would have at like a storage unit. So we'll have to put the garage door in, header in the extra sheets of tin, but they came, I was like, you guys are already here. I mean, it's 10:30. I mean, we got a lot in 4 hours. We got this tree cleared, the trees around the back cleared, all that graded out. They got the tin done on the shop, the tin done on the roof. We pulled all these posts, and I cleared 2 giant shooting lanes for deer. And we backfilled. That's called a productive Saturday, if you ask me. Get up there at 5 a.m., get yourself in some really expensive equipment. That usually helps things go quick. But I'll show you guys the shooting lanes real quick. And then before we go, we got one more task. I know this is a very all over the place video, but we got a lot of work to do at the ranch, so we're chipping away at it. Like I said, we're hiring out some stuff from professionals that they can do it, because there's other stuff to do, and there's no way we're gonna get everything done by September 1st. So I cleared one shooting lane here, all the way down there. So you guys can see that ATV, that's right where the food plot's gonna be. So we can open this window and shoot. That's one. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I've got like 200 ticks in my ass. I'm not exaggerating, but yeah. And then here, this could slide up, and then bam, that light green grass down there, that's another food plot. So we can shoot them from this window, slide this window up, and if the deer are not skittish at all and we want to hunt from outside, we can. I set it up so we can sit on this bench right here. There's your lane. So we got one lane there, and then I'll show you the other lane through this angle. So I knocked a bunch of trees down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So 2 big shooting lanes that you can access from the cabin or outside. Dude, okay, you got to get a close-up with these freaking ticks on my ass. Well, I mean my feet. My feet are itching so bad right now. You got to see if you can get it to focus. Look at this. I'm getting murked. Watch this. You guys ready? Those are not freckles. I don't, is that working? Do I need to get in the sunlight?
Yeah.
Here, hang on. Look at it. I don't have freckles right there. Yeah, those are ticks. Little dots. Those are, look, they'll go away. See, they're rubbing off. Those are ticks. Yeah, my feet are extremely itchy. They're all, I mean, it's all up in the good stuff. So I'm itching real bad. We're gonna have to get home. But the work doesn't stop. I'm not quitting now. We're already here doing the work. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna jump in the tractor. Jake's gonna stay up here. He's gonna be Sniper McGee. We're gonna call each other, and he's gonna tell me where he wants me to mow, because I'm gonna mow where we want the food plot, and we only want the food on the food plot visual from the cabin shooting lanes, because I've made that mistake before where you put food where you can't visually see, and that's where Big Sheila will end up. So we're gonna put a pod of food there, a pod of food there, and we'll mow maybe 2 tractor, maybe 3 tractor widths to kind of connect the two, so it'll look like what would that look like?
Goggles.
Yeah, it'll look like Mondo's, a big D. So food plot, road, food plot. I'm over here. You guys stay tuned. tractor Jim got done doing the tractor thing. So we didn't blow anything up, which was nice. But that's the food plot. I don't know, what do you think? Think it'll work?
Yeah, I think it'll work.
How'd it look from up there? Was it dialed?
Yeah.
So we've got a bowl here, and then on the other side you guys saw we did a little, about 2.5 rower wide, maybe 20, 25 feet, and then another bowl there. And so we've got, I mean, that's, I don't know, that's probably an acre, acre and a half in total between the two, probably an acre and a half or so. And you can see the cabin's right up there. So yes, I understand the deer can see the cabin, but you'll be in the cabin. It's no different than sitting in a hunting blind. But I think this will be good. So I wanted to get this mowed so that way it hits a growth cycle. Once the growth cycle hits, we're gonna spray it, till it, and put some brassicas down, the turnips and the radishes and stuff like that, which that's all we had last year. We shot a bunch of them. And there's a creek here, and then a hill, and that's where my big buck was shot last year. And we still have that food plot up there. It's all beans right now. But this is kind of on this side. So they could come down the hill and through the creek and bounce up into here. More than likely, they'll kind of come from the ravine, and they'll meander their way up, and my neighbors has cornfields and bean fields and stuff like that. So that's more than likely what this will just be, a stopping point for them. So they can come by, you know, before it gets too dark, grab a little turnip radish action, and then shoot up through there, and we will be in the cabin hanging out waiting for big old Sheila. So we even have a feeder, well, a feeder is knocked over, there's no feeding it anymore, but then there's a trail camera. That trail camera, we've got some big buck pictures on. So I know they're here, and we've never put a food plot here. We've always talked about it. In fact, I think I mowed it last year and then never did anything with it. So I think it could be good. It's also a really cool turkey spot too. I've always thought this would always be good for turkey if we end up planting something for turkey. At least once the ground's disturbed, it'll be a little bit easier. But you know, we could plant the food there. I'm just like, man, I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna be basically out of the line of sight. So if a deer is eating a radish and a turnip, I want to be able to see that deer to be able to take it out. So there you have it. We got a bunch done. It's noon now, so we were out here for, I don't know, 6 hours, five hours, about 5 hours. Not a bad day's work. We got a whole bunch done, as you guys saw today. You know, most of the time in these beefcake videos, I try to do like one thing, but I was like, we have too much stuff. We have way too much going on. We got to get food plots ready. We're getting ready for deer hunting. We're getting ready for duck hunting. We're getting ready for dove hunting. We're getting ready for the cabin. We're trying to get everything. And that's just the ranch. We got other properties as well. So that's pretty much, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Today's just like a 5-hour work day, and plus 10 beefcake construction. Those guys really helped us out. So they got it all done, all the tins done. I think now all that's left for the cabin is interior stuff. So next we're going to be doing the walls, which I think we're doing some type of wood, either tongue and groove or like a panel board. And then the floor, obviously the kitchen. You saw the shower's already in, so we're chipping away at it. It's getting done. Fingers crossed it'll be ready for dove season. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We'll catch you next one, and peace.